I'm here in Fraser's Mills. I'm going to be chatting with Daryl Morant, who manages the facility here, the fish hatchery.
Trial version.
I'm going to go see if I can find Daryl right now. Hello, Daryl. Welcome to the show. How long have you been the manager here at Fraser's Mills Fish Hatchery?
Yeah, well, manager, I've been here since 1994. I became manager at this site, yeah.
Trial version.
What are the things that go on here at Fraser's Mills day to day?
Day to day? Well, generally I should explain a little bit about the hatchery. What we do here is
trial version.
We stock about 200 lakes from this particular hatchery in the eastern half of Nova Scotia. In general, we put out about 300,000 what we call fall
trial
fingerlings.
Version.
These are six-month-old fish that we stock in the fall of the year. As well, we put out about 150,000 yearling speckled
trial
trout.
Version.
And in addition, about 70,000 rainbow trout are stocked in about 20 different sites around the province. This is the only facility in the province that has brood stock. We have on site here, we have brood stock, speckled trout, a number of different strains, sea trout, brown trout, landlocked
trial
salmon.
Version.
The rainbow trout that we grow here, we import the eggs from Ontario in the fall of the year, and we keep them on site here about a year and a half
trial
prior to
version.
stocking. The site itself, it's a busy place at times. It's different every season of the year. Fish are spawned here in late October, early November, and we generally get about we can get 5-6 million eggs here per year. The eggs are kept in the hatchery over the winter, and they hatch in the spring. In the spring of the year, stocking program is ongoing, and as space becomes available outside, we move the fry outside to grow. They grow quite quickly. They actually double their weight about every 10 days to 2 weeks. So it's a constant battle to make space available for them. These fish are fed, the fry fed about 7 times a day. The larger fish are fed twice a day. So it's a busy place. All these raceways have to be kept clean. And because the public is here, we like to keep the site looking well.
Now, if I were a young speckled trout, what would be my journey from when I'm an egg to when I grow up?
Okay. Well, as I mentioned with the speckle, they're spawned in usually the first 2 weeks of November. Most of the fish are ready. All the females at that time, they have to be checked each day to see if they are ready to be spawned. Once the eggs are laid down in November, there's quite a bit of handling that has to take place. Any dead eggs have to be removed on at least once a week. And at this particular site, all the silt has to be kept off the eggs. And then through the winter, they develop, and once they get to the stage where they're eyed, they can be handled. I say eyed. This is a stage where you can't see the eyes. The embryo inside the egg has developed to that point, and we'll actually I should mention that at that time we supply a lot of eggs to fish and game clubs around the province, and they have what we call incubation boxes, and each of these a small unit, perhaps a refrigerator-sized unit, with a material inside, a hatching medium that we can put the eggs on. And depending on the club, some of these clubs get anywhere from 50,000 to 250,000 eggs, and the eggs will develop and hatch in this box. And when they're ready to feed, when the fry have developed to the stage where they're going to feed, the clubs then spread them out to sites that have been identified as needing some enhancement. And it works out quite well. And last year we provided over 1.5 million eggs for this program. So that's why we have, as you'll see up above here, that's why we have so many brood stock. In addition, this facility provides eggs for the other hatchery in Queens County that looks after the southern and western part of the province, McGowan Lake Fish Hatchery. And last year they received close to 2 million eggs from here, and right now they've got those fry on hand.
What other programs are you running here at Fraser's Mills?
In addition to the incubation box program that I mentioned, it's not
trial version.
I wouldn't say it's a sideline, but it's not the main program, main reason why we're here. As I mentioned, we have a fall fingerling stocking program where we do about 90
Trial
sites
version.
in the fall of the year with 3 to 4 inch fish. Perhaps we're most visible in the spring of the year when we're stocking
Trial
catchable
version.
size fish throughout the eastern half of Nova Scotia. With that, we have again about close to 90 sites with the
Trial
that we
version.
stock with speckled and rainbow trout. We also stock for a number of these fishing derbies, tournaments and that sort of thing. You'll see advertised around
Trial
the province.
version.
And we generally provide catchable size fish, and in addition, our brood stock that we spawned the previous years, we provide them
Trial
for those,
version.
types of thing as well. Also, in the spring of the year, we tend to, at this site, each pond tends to be
Trial version.
have its maximum number of fish all the time. Right. So the bottleneck in the whole system is July and August when the water gets quite warm, and the
Trial
carrying capacity
version.
of the pond is such that they only carry about 25 to 30,000 fish in each. So in the spring we tend to raise surplus fry, and a lot of years we can put out as many as 1 million
Trial
fry
version.
out of this site. We tend to ask some of the fishing game clubs to help us with that in the distribution, and if it's done properly, it works really well.
Trial version.
Put these fry in different feeder streams going to the different lakes, and we put up quite a few sea trout in that program. Just
Trial
last
version.
week we stocked Lake Ainsley down in Cape Breton, or I guess it's Inverness County, with about 75,000 sea trout. A number of the different streams that run
Trial
into
version.
Lake Ainsley were stocked with them. So it seems to have an impact. You don't notice it right away. It's not, you don't have fishermen coming in and catching the fish right away. It's something that you notice a few years later where you've
Trial
got
version.
returns. So it's a program in particular I particularly get a lot of satisfaction out of that. Yeah.
Now, where might we be able to find some
Trial
fish from
version.
your hatchery around Antigonish, Pictou, Guysborough areas?
Okay, there's a number of sites that we stock in these 3 counties. I wouldn't
Trial
name them all
version.
right now, but certainly people, if they're interested in finding out where we stock in these counties, they could give me a call here at the fish hatchery, or they could
Trial
contact
version.
our office in Pictou. We do publish our spring stocking list in the Herald every spring. In addition, we have it available
Trial version.
to the public on their request. Our fall stocking list is not published per se, but if people are curious and they want to find out,
Trial
we
version.
can inform them where we stock in the fall of the year.
Okay, and do you want to go fishing right now?
Well, it's almost lunchtime, so it sounds like a good
Trial
idea to me.
version.
Well, that wraps things up down here at Fraser Mills Fish Hatchery. Let's go.
Trial version.